Let's flash back to round 5 in Detroit when the same 3 guys were leading there, and watch what happened.
Well, this was the last lap, and this was a fantastic, titanic battle here between Ryan Hunter-Reay and Sepp Koster. Neither one of these guys wanting to give up this position on the last lap, and they both slide wide and into the tires. Matt Plum goes on to win the race, and these 2 guys well up in the points. What a break for Matt Plum to get his 2nd win in Barber Dodge competition. But there they are again, back on a street circuit. Plum, Hunter-Reay, and Koster.
The exact same running order, and the freight train behind us. We are back to green flag racing here after our 2nd caution flag at Exhibition Place in Toronto.
And back on board with Mark Brewers, who continues to chase Nicholas Rondet. Big slide there up through turn number 5.
Now, we went back to green while we were in our flashback. Watch what happened. Nicholas Rondet all over the track trying to get by Yasukawa for 4th.
And Rondet with a huge lane toss there came back across the bow of Mark Brewers. Brewers did a good job. Very heads up there by him. Rondet has pulled out a little bit now. Back on board now with Matt Plum, who leads down into turn 3.
Here comes Ryan Hunter-Reay. Is he going to make that stab for the lead? Inside, they could touch. Whoa, what a daring pass. Ryan Hunter-Reay takes the lead. In fact, Matt Plum drops all the way to 3rd.
Koster takes advantage of the situation. And much the same way as Alexander Sparafico got freight trained just a few laps ago, the same thing happens to Matt Plum. It looked like Plum went to the brakes a little bit early, but Ryan Hunter-Reay was a long way back and was super aggressive on the brake pedal down into 3.
So now it's Ryan Hunter-Reay, Sepp Koster, Matt Plum, then Roger Yasukawa, and Nicholas Rondet. That's your top 5. Let's go back on board.
And you can see how far back Hunter-Reay as he comes, but he fills that hole, and he uses every bit of racetrack on the exit very, very late on the brakes to get up to the race lead.
Well, that's the kind of courage you have when you're 19 years old.
Well, Ryan Hunter-Reay is not the Barber Kart Rookie of the Year for no reason, and Peter Boss from 7th place takes a step back. That is Davey Cook in the Cody machine. He comes up the inside at turn 3.
And remember, Davey Cook in the battle for Rookie of the Year honors and that $185,000 bonus.
This is the carousel. Long, long corner. Acceleration out of here, very important. Flat out through this kink and into the braking zone for turn number 8.
Back to the race lead. Ryan Hunter-Reay trying to stretch it out. In fact, Sepp Koster's going with him, but now Matt Plum has dropped off the pace a little.
Well, Matt Plum has definitely dropped back about 5 or 6 car lengths, and he's almost in the clutches of Roger Yasukawa. Remember that brilliant pass Yasukawa put on Rondet into turn 3. So now a bit of a gap developing back to 6th place Mark Brewers. So the question here is, does Sepp Koster have anything for Ryan Hunter-Reay?
Right now, look at Koster took a look inside, but whoa, in the back, Rondet looking again to go underneath Yasukawa for 4th.
Well, that was not going to come off, that's for sure, but you can see how late Hunter-Reay is. Oh!
That is Alex Sparafico in a huge crash. The worst we've seen this year. The car gets upside down. Safety workers scrambling to get around from the fencing there, and there they are, making sure that they can get out.
This is the end of the back straightaway, over 135 miles an hour in these Barber Dodge cars. I see the thumbs up. That means, yes, there is Alex Sparafico.
And you can hear the crowd in the background applauding, and that is the best sign because that looked very ugly for a moment.
And there is Akihira Okamoto, one of his co-drivers, thrilled to see Alex come out of that car. Alex looks fine. What a ride he took.
Now let's go back and see if we can see what happened to Alex Sparafico.
And he comes into view. He is in the air. Look at the ride that car takes. You can see the roll bar grinding its way on the pavement. And these cars incredibly strong. There it is, contact with Rene Bauer, right rear to left front. That's what gets Sparafico airborne. You can see Tommy Fogarty there in the background, heavy on the brakes. But look at that car, the ride it takes. And that is a real testament to this Reynard race car and the safety built into these cars. There is the white flag.
And we are going to end this race under yellow. It will be only the 8th time in Barber Dodge Pro Series history and the first time since round 2 back at Lime Rock in 1998. And And some of the other race winners that have ended under yellow, well, you remember one in Tamiami back in 1986 because you won.
That was the first one that ever ended under yellow. I did win that one. But look at that race car. What a beating it has taken. That roll bar literally ground down.
But it did its job. Some of the remnants of the wing and all the drivers pulling through the debris very cautiously, as it'll take some time to clean up the debris, and this race will end under caution. You see the pace car, the Dodge Viper, out there, and Ryan Hunter-Reay is going to pick up his second race victory of the season. This is going to help him. Remember, he came into the points in 4th, and it looks like right now the top 5 are also the top 5 in points, so it's going to tighten up this points race dramatically, Jeremy.
Well, these guys hate to finish under yellow, but I'll tell you what, each one of them, certainly in the top 5 here, has worked very, very hard. Ryan Hunter-Reay absolutely deserves this race win. All of these guys have been brilliant. Matt Plum led more than 20 laps.
Well, and you just mentioned a moment ago Tommy Fogarty, and he is making his return here in 2001 after a non-racing car crash had sidelined him. He qualified 15th. He's running in the 10th spot right now, and it is great to see Tommy back behind the wheel.
Well, Tommy is a great guy to have around the Barber Dodge paddock, and we're thrilled to have him back. But here is a much-needed race win for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Hard-earned, well-fought, and he will be happy to have banked the points here in Toronto.
$50,000 in prize money at every race. $13,000 goes to Ryan Hunter-Reay in his quest for the 305 career enhancement bonus that goes to the Pro Series champion. Over $1.3 million in series prize money. Stay with us. We'll talk to the winner. Back here at the Barber Dodge Pro Series. Hey, wait a minute. Come back. We may need that tire. Let's take a look at the final results. It's Ryan's second victory of the year. You can see Sepp Kosser, Matt Plum in 2nd and 3rd. Renee Bauer in 9th. He was our Conseco Step Up Award winner. Started 19th, picked up 10 spots. Tommy Fogarty comes home in 10th. And Dan DeLeo, making his Barber Dodge Pro Series debut, comes home in 11th in front of the hometown fans. Let's get caught up with our winner, and Ryan Hunter-Reay.
I had a good race there. I just sat back and waited for something to happen. I saw I had Matt under braking there and in the hairpin. He said he was losing his brakes, and that's what it looked like. And I pounced on him and just kept it from there. I was just waiting. I didn't want to try anything too risky, so I just, I was just waiting for the perfect opportunity. And I saw he braked just a little bit earlier that time, and I gave it a go, and it worked.
Patience paid off, and take a look. Ryan Hunter-Reay jumps into 2nd spot behind Nicholas Rondet by only 4. Matt Plum 5 markers back. And look at this, the top 5, Jeremy, 10 points behind Nicholas Rondet.
Well, and remember, on any given weekend, there are 22 points available. Mark Burris is only back 21 points. We've got 5 races to go, so there's a lot left here in the Barber Dodge Pro Series. There is the rookie points. Sparrow and Cook are only 1 point apart, and John Morley 4 points back, and Akihiro Okamoto, even though he did not finish today, only 5 points back. Christian Shimshak in 5th in the rookie points, 21 down. Again, remember, 22 available on any given weekend.
So 2 great battles going here in the Barber Dodge Pro Series. Our next round will be round 8 from Chicago, Illinois, 5:30 Eastern Time, August 20th on ESPN2. And before we go, let's say congratulations to Dwayne Quayle. He's our Pie Technician of the Race Award winner. That's going to do it for us. For Jeremy Dale, I'm Marty Reed. Thanks so much for joining us here on round 7 of the Barber Dodge Pro Series. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. We'll see you next time we go racing. So long, everybody.